Hey y'all, it's Cam the Bot 23 back again with another Reds talk. Um, we just won against the Cubbies again. We win the series. So excited. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. Sorry for making this 2 weeks late, but been busy with stuff. But we finally got time to sit down and do it. And this is right after we beat the Cubbies for the third straight time, and we have a 7-game winning streak. And now the Reds are 32 and 33, and came from last in the division all the way up. Now we have second division all to ourselves. So let's get into it now. All right, let's go first with Reds transaction for the past 2 weeks. So, Reds DFA Mike Ford. So Mike Ford did get DFA. Thank God, needed it too. And then he declined the minor league contract that the Reds gave to him and decided to go outright to free agency. So I don't know what team will pick him up, but it's probably not gonna be anyone soon because I don't know. It's this I mean, he's just not good enough. He was hitting one something, and it was no one's gonna pick that up. I promise you. He doesn't have the power enough to do it. I mean, he does have power, but he can't hit the ball, so it doesn't mean anything at all. So we activated Justin Wilson from the 15-day injury list, which was great. Because today he has first save since his Tommy John surgery. So that's awesome to see. Justin Wilson has been solid ever since coming back. He's been a solid player and all that. And we optioned left-handed pitcher Alex Young to Louisville. Um, Kind of wondering why we did that, but someone had to go. Understanding. So I mean, then we optioned Graham Ashcraft to Louisville too, which was a needed because his he had his no control right now. There's some pitchers that for these Reds team that has no control over their pitches right now, which is not very good. But I mean, yeah, he's one of those players that probably needs to take some time and figure it out down in Louisville. So we'll see what happens. And then we activated Emilio Pagan. He pitched an inning today, was able to get out of there. A little bit stressed, a little bit of stress, tiny bit. And then we uh, we sent back down Nick Martini. It's on here, but we sent Nick Martini back down to Louisville in exchange for Blake Dunn being called up to the majors. Um, Nick Martini, ever since he came back up, he was pretty good, and he was a solid player to hit like probably like 250, I believe. So I mean, he was doing pretty good, but Blake Dunn so far he has first hit, which was a double yesterday. Um, I don't remember him playing today. I'm not positive. I know. I know that he's fast though. I'll tell you that he's fast. He's kind of like Bubba Thompson, but if he actually could hit the ball. So I mean, so those are our Reds transactions so far these past 2 weeks or so far. Um, Positives for this team. We got a lot of positives all of a sudden. It's crazy. Starting pitching has been really solid these past 2 weeks. They've been solid, but it's been like sometimes it's been okay. Sometimes it's been really good. Sometimes it's been really bad. Like Lodolo was pretty good. He couldn't find the strike zone as much. He was on doing full counts a lot yesterday, and then he gave up like one run earned run or something like that. I'm not positive or zero. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. And then today we had Andrew Abbott. He's on the bump today. He was able to get through 5 innings, with one run, which was fine. He had his uh his feel for the strike zone was not there that today. But he was able to get as much innings as he possibly could, so we can save the bullpen, and the bullpen was able to bend, but did not break. Thank God, because oh God, it was almost bad. All right, so on to Tyler Stevenson. Tyler Stevenson got so these stats are from yesterday. So these are not counting today's stats. So last seven games, he's hitting 393 with a 452 bat on base average, which is insane for a 7-game streak. Tyler Stevenson has been hitting the ball really well. Today he's been doing pretty good. Uh, I don't know. We're lucky to have Tyler Stevenson. I was not very happy with him at the beginning of the year, but I didn't see that he was really hitting the ball that hard. But when I looked at stats, he was hitting the ball really hard. So I'm just glad that he's able to stay consistent, and hopefully he has taken the next step of becoming a really, really good hitter and also being a really good catcher at the same time. So next is the Candyman. He's at a home run today. So I mean, he's been smashing the ball. I mean, he's been our power bat lately. It seems like. I've been loving him. He's hitting 313 with a 333 on base percentage. I mean, I can be more than happy with it. Again, I was a big Candyman at the beginning of the year. He was doing god awful, and then he finally was able to turn it around. Thank God, and he's been really really solid. I've been really happy with his performance this year. Um, I just I'm glad he's on our team. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very glad he's on our team. Ellie, the stats don't really show it, but I mean these past couple games versus the Cubs and the and the Colorado Rockies, he's been starting to heat back up. He was hitting 194 with 242 average on base average, and he's slowly getting out of the slump. I mean I don't think he got a hit today. Oh, he did get a hit today. He got one hit today, and he had a steal, which was nice. He's had 2 steals in the past 2 days, so that was nice to see. I mean, I'm excited. He's not before like this last week he was he was swinging at anything possible. Inked of a curveball, kind of looked like last year. Was not very happy about it. But then today, well, then these past like week or so, he's finally starting to lend off those type of pitches again like he was going after this last year. But he's still having problems with that here and there. Like today, he had a problem where he struck out with the ball way out of the zone, way out of the zone. It was a nice slider out and away, and he swung at it, which sucks. But he's only 22, and he's gonna have these slumps. And we're just gonna have to keep riding the highs and keep riding the lows. And then next it will be Jonathan India. God, he's been really good. He's been really solid. He's working counts, and he's also able to put the bat in the ball. He is. I would still admit he's still a ground ball merchant, basically. But he this past week he's been absolutely balling. He's working counts. He's hit a grand slam. Um, he's being clutch in moments where we needed him to be clutch. I mean, he's hitting 333 these past 15 games with a 458 on base percentage, which is awesome to see. Hopefully he can continue to keep boosting up. Only thing I wish he had was speed again, because to be honest though, I mean, it's just he's not fast second base at all, and he's not fast on the base path, and it just sucks. But yeah, if he continues to hit like this, then I can't be mad at all. So now going to Spencer Steer. Spencer Steer he was in a slump earlier, and then I feel like everyone at Coors Field lit their asses up, and they finally were able to start winning. They start like hitting the ball really hard, and Spencer Steer is one of them. He didn't have a great game today. Well, he had to have a double today, so I'm not like. See, he didn't have. I think he was like 1 for 4 today. I haven't looked at the stats yet, but yeah, I mean, he's been pretty good. I love his swing. It's a very consistent swing and it's a very contact. It's like in the middle between contact and power swing. It's compact, but it's not compact enough where he still can't hit a home run if he gets the barrel onto the ball. So it's really nice to see. I also did put in Jake Fraley. He has no power right now, but he's been hitting the ball so hard. I mean, not hitting the ball so hard, but he's being able to get hits every single day, which I'm extremely happy about. He's been clutch. I mean, it's been nice to see. And then Will Benson, surprise, surprise. He's last 15 games. I didn't think it was this stat line was, but it was 314 for batting average with a 419 on base percentage, which I was really surprised about. I was not expecting that at all. He's been good, but he strikes out so much. It's insane. That needs to slowly go down. Just like Ellie's striking out a bit. I think Ellie has the most strikeouts, and Will Benson is number 2. So that's not good. If he can figure it out, and if we can keep him as a utility guy where you just put him against right-handed pitching and not left-handed pitching, but right-handed pitching, and once it's a left-hander, you put Stuart Fairchild in, because they're like 1A 1B type of players. I mean, they're very good at when they're facing their type of pitcher, and if they can continue doing what they're doing, they're gonna have a lot more success than they have before. So on the next slide, we're going into pain. There's not a lot of pains really at all. Luke Malley, last 15, dog water again, hit 194 with 310 on base percentage, which is not good at all. I think he threw someone out a couple weeks ago. I think a week ago. Was excited about that, but I don't know. He's just not good at all. I'd rather see someone down in AAA come up and see if they can do better than Luke Malley, because I'm sorry, but I know he's homegrown talent, but he's just not worth the roster spot. He's not worth it at all. I don't care if he's very good with these pitchers and he's very, likable in the locker room, I don't really care at all. I want to win baseball games, and if he's hindering it, then he needs to go off the team. Simple as that. Then Graham Ashcraft, they did fix this problem. They did throw him down to Louisville to figure it out. There's no timetable yet for Graham. Um, that sucks, but I just hope that he figures it out because he's a good pitcher. He has an ERA of 5. I'm gonna put 5 on the dot. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not very big into the stats for pitchers really at all. I'm trying to learn more of it. I'm not very. It's kind of hard to understand it, but I'll eventually get to it eventually, so I can give more insight onto why. Grant Abscraft, he's just having troubles with his command. There's multiple pitchers right now that are having trouble with the command. I didn't put down this player, but I will. Lucas Sims. He was our closer for tonight, and he couldn't throw a strike worth damn. And then when he threw a hittable pitch, it was a double, but it was a single, and then Cody Bellinger almost scored, and could have been really bad. I don't think he's ever really had control ever really at all. It's kind of sad to watch because he has some good stuff, like really good stuff. He just can't locate the strike zone at all, and it's kind of sad. Not sad. Oh, it's sad, but it sucks because I really want to like him, but I can't. And I also think another guy that's been not great is Alexis Diaz. They're both having the same problem. They have the command of their pitches are very bad right now. You'll be lucky if they throw a strike. And it's just kind of like when they do throw a strike, it's right down the middle, and they launch it, which sucks. But I think Alexis Diaz will figure it out. Lucas Sims, I don't know. I think that's how Lucas Sims is. When he's on, he's really, really good because his stuff is freaking outstanding. But then when he has no command, then it's really bad. You might as well just let him go. I don't think he'll ever figure it out because, I don't think he can. I just with watching him play these past couple years and I don't really see any really big differences in his approach or just like improvements for his command at all. So I don't know if he will ever, to be honest, if he keeps it up. So people are. I really think he needs to go back to Louisville if he has an option. I don't know if he does or not. I don't keep up with how many if what player has options and what doesn't. If he does have an option, I would definitely throw him down there, and we'll bring someone else up. But we have a bunch of bullpen starting caliber pitchers in Louisville right now. So that's my thing. To be honest, I'm actually really excited that I'm not talking about Payne a lot. The Payne slide, because the Payne slide sucks. I hate talking about it. So our next slide will be, are we turning the ship around? And I would say yes. We've won 7 straight, and we came from the gutter to all the way to second place. Do we still have some work to do? Do we still have to play another game of the Cubs? Yes. Do I think we could beat the Cubs and sweep the 4-game series? Absolutely. The Cubs they suck. They absolutely suck. And I think that the Reds can capitalize. I forgot who's at the mound for tomorrow. I think I'm thinking it has to be it was Nick Lodell last night. I think it would have been it's Frankie Montas, I believe. I think it's Frankie I'm not positive. Don't at me yet. I forgot. They showed it during the game of like who's projected starter. I don't remember, but if it is Frankie Montas, he just had an amazing game. The best game as the Reds so far. He had 7 shutout innings. He almost had a no hitter through like 6, I believe, and then finally gave up one hit, and it was for Coors Field where that ball just launches. I think it's great to see. And to be honest, I think the Reds have figured they got a lot of confidence at playing against the Rockies this past week. Sweeping them at the Coors Field, because that hitting there when you get confidence. This team can be extremely deadly, and they've definitely have gone hot. Candy said it. He said, "Don't let the Reds get hot," and Cubs let the Reds get hot, and they've been dicking on them. They've been stomping on them. Have they been close games? Yes, but to be honest, it's kind of like football. A win's a win, and to be honest, as long as we win, I don't really care. I do care, but I don't really care. As long as we keep winning games, I don't care how we do it. And I love how they're doing the small ball too, where if one of these guys get on first, they'll bunt they'll sacrifice bunt, and then they'll already be in scoring range, and it has worked before. And then one of our guys hits a single, and then we score. I mean, that works. I mean, and we're actually getting the ball on the ground too when we're bunting, which is awesome too. It's nice to see that our guys can bunt now. So I mean, we just have to to be honest, it's like we just have to keep chipping away against the Brewers. I'm not thinking that we're going to catch up to the Brewers. I truly think that we're in the wild card spot now. I believe I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure we are. We are like tied for the wild card spot at least. Um, so I'm happy about that. We just gotta keep our heels into that wild card spot and just keep winning. Just keep winning. As long as we win, we keep winning 2 out of 3 games each series. We'll make the playoffs, and that's all that matters. To be honest, this team knows they're playoff contenders, and fans know it. They just have to put it together. It's been nice to see. It's really, I mean, another player that I forgot to put in the pros that's now thinking about it. Sorry, y'all. But TJ Friedel. TJ Friedel has been awesome to watch. I mean, it's been really awesome fun to watch them. I mean, he's been extremely clutch. He pulls the ball a lot. I just now realized that he pulls every single ball he hits. Which, if this was pre the uh, the shift era, he would be cooked, to be honest. But ever since the after the shift ban, he's been it works in his favor because he pulls the ball every single time, and he still gets on base, that's all that matters. TJ Friedel has also been pretty good, solid in center field. I think Stuart Fairchild's a little bit better in the field. It's a little better, to be honest, because TJ Friedel, I don't think he has the arm really that much, but he does have speed, and he will sacrifice his body. So I mean, he's solid overall. So I mean, so far, this season has been a lot of ups and downs. We've seen the lowest of lows, and we're starting to ride the highest of highs. And we're hoping we can finish out the series tomorrow with the Cubs, and then we get to play Cleveland after that, I believe. I know we play the Cleveland soon. I don't know if it's right after that or not, but we just gotta keep chipping away. These Red Legs are getting hot. If you let the Red Legs go hot, stuff will happen because this team is only getting healthier, and we're about to get Noelvi and Marte back soon, and at least in June, at least, because he still has to go through a rehab assignment stuff and figure out if he can still hit the ball in AAA and all that. So I think he just got into Louisville. He's been working out. I think he's able to start actually playing games tomorrow, I believe. So it'll be fun to see his stat lines and see if he can still is solid. So appreciate everyone being here. I know I kind of haven't been around for these past 2 weeks. It's been busy. I'm gonna start doing this more often. I'm probably gonna do it after every series, probably. Something simple. I might not always do this slideshow thing, but I will try to do after every series. Appreciate y'all being here, and like always, how about the mother effing Red Legs, baby? Let's go home now.